Welcome back to Energy Motor Cars. Got a pretty exciting one here today. 2018 Corvette Z06. It is a 7-speed manual. This car only has 4,500 miles on it, and it's probably one of my favorite ones. Well, it is the favorite car that I've had because I'm a huge Corvette fan. So I absolutely love this car, and I'm going to go over the details of it today, show you inside and out, start it up, show you under the hood, and see if anybody is interested in it. You can watch this video, get all the details. I've got about 90 pictures of it online. I've got all the details, including the price, online, and I will include that in the description of the video, so you can just click on it, go directly to the website. Has all my contact information there as well. So 2018 Corvette Z06. This car is absolutely beautiful. It has 4,500 miles on it. It's a one-owner car. It came out of Dallas, so it's always been in Texas, and it is 100% ready to go. Just absolutely beautiful car. It's completely stock mechanically. It's never been modified or tuned. And honestly, you don't need to do anything to these cars. I know a lot of guys do modify them, but it is a heck of a lot of fun to drive as is. This car actually has the optional, these were a GM accessory wheel. I don't know how much they are, but I think they were pretty expensive. They've got these cool carbon fiber center caps, and then it's like this twisted split 5 wheel. Really, really nice wheel. I don't like the wheels that the Z06s come with just out of the box, so I really like these. They look great. I think the black looks amazing on this Watkins Glen gray, and it's got all the black accents. They're actually carbon flash. If you know GM, you know they use this metallic black on their accents for Corvettes, and I think they do it on Camaros as well. It's called carbon flash. So it's on like the hood, it's on the mirrors, it is on the side skirts down there at the bottom. That's carbon flash. These little rear brake ducts, it's on there, and then the spoiler. So, and then down below on the kind of lower half of the rear bumper as well. So all the black and gray looks really nice together. The car has tinted windows as well. And so most important thing on this car, what makes it really even more fun to drive, is that 7-speed manual transmission. The later manuals were pretty hard to find. There's the mileage there, if you can see it, 4,556 miles. But yeah, the manuals on the later cars got pretty hard to find. I know, 2017 to 2019, they really didn't make that many of them. I should have looked up the production numbers, but yeah, they're, I think it was like 10 or 15% of production for the Z06s came in manual versus, the automatic, that 8-speed automatic, which is a fine transmission, but really the manual makes it so much more fun to drive. This car is a 2LZ. The 2LZ comes with things like Bose sound system. I think they all had the heads-up display. It comes with the heated and cooled seats, comes with memory seats. So you have your memory there. I think it might have had like a little bit of extended leather compared to the 1LZ. And I can't remember what else, but it's on the window sticker, which I have online. It tells you everything that the 2LZ package came with. So nicely optioned car. I'll go over the window sticker when I get into the back there, but it has Michelin Pilot Super Sports on it. I replaced the fronts. It actually, the tires were mismatched when I got the car, and I'm a stickler for things like that. So I went ahead and replaced the fronts with a brand new set, or a brand new pair of Michelin Pilot Super Sports. So all 4 tires match, and they're all in great shape too. What's really cool about the C7s, you probably know this if you're watching the video, but the top comes off on the C7 Z06s. It was the first model of kind of the higher end Corvettes where you could remove the top. Previous Z06 and ZR1s, you could not, it was fixed. So it's really nice. I drove this car a little bit. I put about 100 and something miles on it myself. Really enjoyed it, took the top off, went for a nice drive, and it is just an absolute joy to drive this car. It has I believe it's a tri-mode exhaust. So whenever I start it up here in a minute, it'll be a cold start, and the car sounds awesome. It's pretty loud, and then the valves will close. If you put it in like tour mode, and you can cruise around quietly, or you can really open it up, and it just sounds mean. I mean, with the windows down, like you can hear this thing for a while when you're in it, and out on some back roads, really getting on it. Sounds awesome. Another thing that the 2LZ comes with are these curb cameras. So that's really cool whenever you're getting close to either a curb or like in here, I've got a small shop. So sometimes I have to get kind of close to walls, and those curb cameras come on so you can see exactly where you are, which is really nice. Red calipers, got 2-piece calipers in the front, a 1-piece caliper in the rear. There's more carbon flash. You can see the Z06 supercharged badge on there. But guys, I absolutely love this color with the black accents. I just think it looks so good. Go ahead and pop the rear and then pop the hood. So another thing that's really cool about Corvettes, kind of one of the reasons I'm such a big fan of these cars, you get a lot of performance, you get this really nice wide low sports car, but then you have a lot of cargo room as well. You can see I believe that's the subwoofer for the Bose sound system there, but you have a lot of cargo room, and as you know, the top stores back here. So if you want to just pop the top off, go for a drive, maybe the weather starts getting bad, maybe it gets too hot, you just pull over, put the top back in the back, or sorry, put the top back on the car. I mean, it takes maybe 5 minutes. It's a one-person job, really easy to do. This car came with the cargo net back here. It has the like privacy cover right there, so that's pretty cool. That clips on, I believe, up here, and then here on the sides, and maybe down there, can't remember exactly. But anyway, so you get like a net or really a cloth cover that goes over the back so that people can't see into the back glass and see what you have in your cargo compartment, which is really nice. It also has a battery tender in there, and it has the pucks for jacking the car up. So these cars have specific jacking points on them, and this one has the pucks to jack it up. Really, really cool that it came with all that, especially the battery tender. Little Easter egg there. You can see these Corvette emblems in the back of the window there. So how about that? That's pretty cool. The rear hatch, I closed it a little bit too hard there, but it is a soft close hatch. I mentioned heated and cooled seats for both driver and passenger. So you have your controls for your passenger over here. They're also in the middle, but it's a little bit easier to reach on this side. It has all the books and manuals that came with it. So everything is in there, including the window sticker. So I'll pull that out and we can take a look at it. I mentioned that it is a 2LZ. It doesn't really have many options. I don't think it has, it doesn't have many options other than that, except for PDR, the Performance Data and Video Recorder. So I know a lot of guys really look for that PDR. This car does have it. You can see the original MSRP there. Watkins Glen Gray, jet black interior, 7-speed manual. So it's got the PDR, which I'm sure you're familiar with that. But what it does is allow you to video, turn on an interior camera, and it records video, it gets audio, and it captures telemetry, which is really cool. So you see like your RPM, you see what gear you're in, you see your mile per hour. So that's really nice. So this car has that. You can also use it, a lot of guys use it for if the car ever goes into service, you can turn on your PDR and make sure that the service technicians aren't doing anything wild in your 650 horsepower Z06. And speaking of 650 horsepower, there is the heart of the beast, 6.2 liter supercharged LT4 V8. You can see they put the little plaque on there on who built it. So this, Charisse Walters, I believe that's what that says. So thank you, Charisse, for building this absolute gem of an engine. Sounds amazing, pulls very hard, a lot of horsepower, a lot of torque. I love driving this car. I will probably mention that even more in this video. You can see a little Z06 on the underside of the hood there. So yeah, absolutely powerful, powerful engine. I'll go ahead and start it up. It's got heads-up display. I think all the Z06s, even the 1LZs, have heads-up display, if I remember right. Before I start it up, I'll talk about the magnetic ride control. So I believe this is something that all Z06s come with as well, which is the drive mode selector. So that allows you to go between, I believe it's tour, sport, and track mode. and firms up the magnetic shocks based on what mode you're in. It really makes a huge difference. I've been driving the car in sport. I don't feel like it's too stiff for the road. Track mode, it gets pretty stiff. So that's something, you know, if you're gonna be taking some sharp corners, or if you're on the track, put it in track mode. But what's so great about Corvettes, what I really like about the late model ones, you can put it in tour and really just enjoy cruising around. This car, since it's a 2018, it has Apple CarPlay. So you can just plug in your phone, have all your music, have your maps, you know, answer text messages, things like that. Cruise around like it's a daily driver, but then put it in track mode, pull the rev match paddle, and really enjoy some back roads, rowing through the gears in that 7-speed manual. So this car really has a lot to offer. It does have this Jake, if you can see it, I know it's kind of dark, but it has this Jake skull. Jake is the kind of the mascot of the Corvette racing team. So it has this Jake skull. You push it, the screen comes down. There's usually just a button that says screen, I believe, right there. But the previous owner has added this skull. So I'm gonna go ahead and fire it up. And it should be pretty loud. So this car has XM radio, it has navigation. Now you can hear the car quiet down there. So since it was a cold start, the valves are open, but once the car kind of gets up, once it's been idling for a few seconds, the valves close since it's in sport mode. If it's in track mode, I believe they stay open all the time, but the valves are closed there and it kind of quiets down. I really love the way the headlights look on these cars as well, with that little boomerang LED running light. And then, as you know, the turn signals are down the sides, so they light up in yellow and they look really cool, those LED turn signals. But yeah, there it is, guys. Absolutely beautiful 2018 Z06 with only 4,000 miles on it. If you're interested in this car, give me a call. The number here is 281-768-5290. Facebook and Instagram are both at Energy Motor Cars, and the website is energymotorcars.com. Thank you for watching.